Hello everyone. The topic is working of heart or function of heart in the human circulatory system of second year zoology. So here already we are done with structure of heart, then working of heart. So these two are very much important questions in the IPE. So before going to the working of heart, we have to know some introduction part and what is the pathway of blood pumping. So if we know this pathway, we can easily understand the working of heart. So first, in the structure we know human heart is four-chambered heart, upper two atria, lower two ventricles, right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. So here the deoxygenated blood or impure blood enter into the right atrium, right side impure, left side pure blood, means oxygenated, deoxygenated. So here the deoxygenated blood enter into the right atrium through the superior or inferior vena cava. From this right atrium to right ventricle, we have a valve that is tricuspid. Already I explained. Right side, here we have to concentrate R. R means right side. Between the right atrium, right ventricle, we have a tricuspid valve that prevent the backflow. The blood will enter from right atrium to right ventricle, but it prevent from ventricle to auricle. So here, right atrium to right ventricle, the deoxygenated blood will enter with the help of the valve, tricuspid valve. Then from here to lungs, with the help of pulmonary artery, the impure blood will enter into lungs for the purification. Purification means exchange of gases at the alveoli. We know arteries carry oxygenated blood, rhyming artery oxygenated, veins carry deoxygenated. But opposite pulmonary artery. Generally arteries carry oxygenated, but pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated. Same likewise, veins carry deoxygenated, but pulmonary vein oxygenated. So this is the opposite terms. Then from right ventricle to pulmonary artery, it reaches to the lungs for the exchange of gases at alveoli. Then the blood will be purified. Then it can reach to the left auricle with the help of pulmonary vein. Here pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood, purified blood. They will enter into the left auricle. From left auricle to left ventricle through the bicuspid valve. So the oxygenated blood enter into left auricle to left ventricle by the pulmonary vein. Then from the left ventricle to the aorta, the blood will pump to the all body parts. So this is the pathway, impure blood, pure blood to the all the body parts. So this is the pathway. Then come to the working of heart. So we have to know the cardiac cycle. So cycle means sequence. So here the beginning of one heartbeat to the beginning of next heartbeat. That is called cardiac cycle. So it is complete in 0.8 second. MCQ also important. Cardiac cycle takes 0.8 second time. Then, so this cardiac cycle consists of atrial systole, ventricular systole, joint diastole. So these are auricles, atrial systole, ventricular systole, joint diastole, 2. So this consists of the working of heart consists of atrial systole, ventricular systole, joint diastole. So already in previous class, we discussed about the nodal tissues, sino-auricular node, atrioventricular node. These are the nodal tissues of the heart. So already I mentioned S for start. At the sino-auricular node, the starting of action potential to start the impulses. Then it will reach to the AVN. So here we have to remember the terms SAN to AVN, AVN to bundle of His. Bundle of His is the connection and the structure, and it is divided into, means it will start from AVN to the left and right ventricle part. That is bundle of His. It creates the impulses for the systolic and diastolic pressure. SAN to AVN, AVN to bundle of His to Purkinje fibers. So this is the sequence. By this, the pressure increase and decrease. Due to this pressure, these are contractions and relaxations. Due to the systole and diastole, the blood will pump from atria to ventricles, ventricles to body parts. That is the sequence. So here we have to observe first atrial systole. Systole means contraction. Atrial systole takes 0.1 second. So here first the impulses start from SAN. Already I told SAN also called as a pacemaker. So from here the electrical impulses will be start. The contractions start, impulses start, the blood will flow from the right atrium to the right ventricle. Then here the SAN start impulses, then atria will contractions and blood will enter into the ventricles. It is just about 30%, remaining 70% before the systolic pressure. Then ventricular systole. So here auricles or contraction, the blood will enter from atria to ventricles with the help of valve, tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve. Here from deaxenated blood, here from axenated blood. Then ventricular systole means here the ventricles are contractions, the blood will enter into the systemic arcs. So here impulses from SAN to AVN, and here SAN is the just like a main switch. So here just switch, relay point. From this impulses will carry here, and from this it will enter into all the heart chambers and also for the all muscles and tissues and Purkinje fibers and bundle of His. So that is why AVN is called as a relay center. Then it will affect the pressure is increase. Due to the increase of pressures in the ventricles, the sound will start. That first sound is lub. Then here the AV valves are closed, then semilunar valve open. So here heavy valves means here tricuspid, bicuspid valves are closed. Automatically the semilunar valve open. Here semilunar valve is sending the purified blood into the aortic arc to the body parts. So the first sound that is lub created by the ventricles pressure. Then the AV valves close and semilunar valve opens. Very much important in MCQs also. That sound is called lub sound. So then the blood will enter into the aortic arcs. Why? Because these are closed. Then pressure increase, the blood will enter into the aortic arc. That is ventricular systole. First sound start, that is lub. Then cardiac diastole or joint diastole. Here opposite to the ventricular systole. The ventricles are in the relaxed position. The pressure is fall down. Semilunar valve close. AV valves open. When the AV valves open, means tricuspid, bicuspid open, the atrias will send blood into the ventricles. So the cycle will start again. So here you have to remember, in the ventricle systole, lub sound start, AV valves close, semilunar open. In cardiac or joint diastole, the pressure is fall, ventricles relax, semilunar close, AV valves open. AV valves opens means blood enter into ventricles. So it is called as a cardiac cycle, and also it will take for 1 minute 72 heartbeats are present. So here we have a cardiac output and stroke volume. Stroke volume means volume of blood pumped by each ventricle for each heartbeat. So here ventricles per a minute, each ventricle how much blood will send out, that is called stroke volume. Then what about output, cardiac output pumped by the heart, total heart, not by each ventricle. Volume of blood pumped by each ventricle for each heartbeat, that is stroke volume. Volume of blood pumped by each heart from each ventricle per a minute, that is cardiac output. So in the MCQ also, MCET and NEET also, they may ask question for the calculation part. Cardiac output equals to stroke volume into number of heartbeat. 70 into 72, nearly 5 liters. So, and also double circulation also important. So in the double circulation, we have a pulmonary circulation, systemic circulation. In the pulmonary circulation, so it is present in the right ventricle, and with the help of pulmonary artery, it reaches to the lungs. Already we discussed in the introduction. Na? So here the pulmonary circulation is start from the right. So here pulmonary circulation start from right ventricle to the pulmonary artery to the lungs for the purification, exchange of gases at alveoli. That is called pulmonary circulation. Deaxinated to axinated. Then systemic arc means it is in the left ventricle, opposite. So here axinated blood from the systemic arcs. Then it will reach to the aorta, then to the body parts. So this is the double circulation. Already I discussed in the introductory part. So you have to remember blood from where to where? Deaxinated from right atrium to right ventricle. With the help of pulmonary artery reaches to the lungs for purification. After purification reach to left atrium, then left ventricle, then to the aortic arc to the body parts. So this is the sequence. And pulmonary systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation means deaxinated for the axinated blood reach to lungs. Systemic circulation means the axinated blood reach to the body parts. So this is the working of heart. So you have to remember these three parts. It's systolic, diastolic. So here the lub sound start at ventricle systole. Then here dub sound start. So you have to remember all these points. Thank you. If you like the video, please share and subscribe.